Vivi is going to rule the world. Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to tell you exactly why. And it comes down to a secret Oda hid right under our noses over 20 years ago. Skypiea. That is where Oda laid out the exact blueprint for how One Piece is going to end and how Vivi takes it all. Here are the 9 points that support this. First, Eneru mirrors Emu. Oda loves playing with wordplay, and this isn't a coincidence. Both are fake gods, sitting on stolen thrones, disguising their greed as divine right and ruling their subjects from total isolation. Second, the divine strikes. Eneru monitored all of the Skypiea with his high-level mantra and wiped out entire regions from above using Elthor the second anyone questioned his rule. Fast forward to the modern world, Emu monitors global threats and uses the Mother Flame via an ancient weapon to vaporize entire rebellious nations like Lulusia from the sky in a single instant. Third, the Enforcers. The White Berets in the Skypiea weren't evil people. They blindly enforced Eneru's absurd laws and executed his orders out of sheer terror just to preserve their own status quo. This is the exact same dynamic seen with the Navy and CP0, who present themselves as defenders of justice, yet act as silent puppets protecting celestial dragons, corruptions, instead of the citizen. Fourth, the high-ranking henchmen. Eneru didn't enforce his rules alone. He operated through his 4 priests and Chief Commander Yama, who executed his brutal survival tests and trials. They serve as a direct one-on-one mirror to the 5 elders, the Gorosei, who execute Emu's directives and carry out global cleansings from the shadows. Loving it so far? Hit subscribe real quick. Now on to point 5. Erasing history. Chief Commander Yama and Eneru's forces deliberately defaced and destroyed the sacred ruins of Shandora so that the Shandians would completely lose their heritage and forget who they were. That is precisely what the world government did with the Void Century, hunting down scholars and burning Ohara to keep humanity completely blind to the past. Sixth, countering future sight. When Luffy fought Eneru, his mantra predicted every single attack. To bypass it, Luffy had to turn off his conscious mind with Gomu Gomu no Airhead, and then use Gomu Gomu no Bu or Rubber Band Dump, letting his limbs bounce off the walls at total random. That was our very first preview of how Gear 5's uninhibited, unpredictable freedom will ultimately bypass Emu's top-tier observation haki and future sight in Final War. 7th, promises kept across centuries. Oda relies heavily on inherited will. In Skypiea, Kalagara made a promise to Nolan to ring the golden bell, a promise he couldn't keep, leaving it to his descendants 400 years later, until Luffy helped fulfill it. During the Void Century, 800 years ago, Joy Boy made a promise to the original Poseidon to bring the fishmen to the surface, a promise he failed to fulfill, leaving an apology on a poneglyph for the next generation to finish. Queen Lili did the exact same thing when she scattered the poneglyphs across the ocean. What was left broken centuries ago must be completed in the present. 8th, the Bell of Truth. Ringing Shandora's golden bell didn't just sound pretty, it echoed across the entire sky, fulfilling Kalagara's promise, exposing the lost history and ending a 400-year bloody war. This prefigures the inevitable global broadcast, revealing the Void Century and the 200-meter sea level rise, which will shatter Emu's illusion and bring down the world government forever. 9th, restoring the rightful ruler. When Luffy defeated Eneru, he didn't stay to govern Skypiea. He was a pirate who just wanted to party and move on. The throne naturally returned to Gunfal, the original peaceful leader who was forced into hiding when the false god took over. that is the exact parallel for Nefertari D. Vivi. Her ancestor, Queen Lili, stood against 20 kingdoms 800 years ago before mysteriously disappearing when the world government took over by force. And just like how warring Scythians and Shandians both trusted Gunfall to unite them, Vivi is the only figure alive who can unify a divided world when Emu falls. Luffy doesn't want to govern, he wants to be the freest man on the ocean. Oda has been setting Vivi up for this exact role from the very beginning. Back in Alabasta, the Straw Hats saw her risk everything to save her kingdom from civil war. At the Reverie, the rulers of the world saw it too. When the dust settles, Nefertari D. Vivi is the only person on earth with the ancient D bloodline, the lineage of kings, and the political trust of every major nation to step up, sit on the throne, and rule the new era.
Agree? Disagree? Or catch something I missed? Let me know in the comments below.